Baddog, you ready to talk some Giants football tonight?
I am always ready to talk Giants football, my man.
Got a couple big stories tonight, so let's just jump right into it. And we are live. Let's take a look at who's in the chat. We got diehard Giants fans, stuck in the 80s, Chad Warden, Caesars, Munoz, Afghanistan, Johnny Morawski, Colby, Mo, Jared Williams, One Giant Rebuttal, Alex Sports, Joe Lutz, Crazy Dog. I go on for days. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. And Baddog, thank you for having me on the channel once again.
Oh, always my pleasure. And may I say, stand up, Giants fans.
There
and
it
you,
is.
Joe Musa.
So we got some stories to talk about today. Obviously, the big rumor came out. Now, like you said before we went live, it's kind of been talked about for about a month, the Josh Rosen thing with Kyler Murray going to the Cardinals. But now, ESPN's reporting on it. They're saying that there's three teams that are the favorites, the Giants, the Patriots, and the Chargers. All three make a lot of sense. They all have old quarterbacks. But the Giants, I think, have potentially the most to offer, being that they have the earliest second-round pick. Now, do you think that the Patriots or the Chargers would potentially offer a late first?
Well, I was going to say, if the Patriots are going to get them, they're going to have to offer their first. I mean, it's pretty much the first pick in the second round almost. But then the Patriots wouldn't have a pick until 64. So, I mean, and they lost Gronk.
Trey Flowers?
Right. They lost Flowers. They lost Gronk. So they've lost some pieces there. I don't know what they would do in the draft. They'd be hurting in the draft. So they definitely, the Chargers and Patriots would have to offer a first-round pick, because I don't think that the Cardinals are going to take, 58 or whatever. I don't know exactly where the Chargers have in the second round, and they're not going to take 64. I think the Giants could do it for 38 and 95 or whatever we got from Cleveland, that third-round pick, and I think it's a done deal. I think we could get Rosen for that.
Yeah. Would you do that?
In a heartbeat, yes.
Yeah, it's just too much. It's too much value. It gives you so much flexibility, not just for this draft, but for next year's draft. In my opinion, I mean, because then you could focus on going offensive tackle, pass rusher, cornerback, pass rusher. You could fix two key positions in the first 17 picks of this year's draft, and have your quarterback of the future. So, and It opens up so much flexibility in next year's draft on top of that.
Exactly. You mentioned this before, that Rosen and Haskins are probably about the same. So you're pretty much getting a Haskins for 38 instead of 6. So you could get two stud defensive players at 6 and 17 rather than taking a quarterback at number 6, because pretty much you're going to waste that pick this year, right, because he's not going to play. So you're essentially not even getting value for him this year.
Right.
But so we've talked about Rosen before. And obviously, neither one of us are huge Rosen fans. It's not like, oh my God, we got to get. But the value for a guy that was traded up and was picked top 10, and a lot of people had him going number 1 overall to the Browns.
A lot of people thought the Giants were going to take. A lot of people had him going to the Giants last year at number 2.
Right. So to get him for a 38th overall pick, I think it's great value, and I think that we'd have to take him. I think. He's got a very strong arm, we talked about this before. I'm just worried about this in between his ears in New York,
right,
more than his talent. He's obviously very talented. He played on a horrendous team last year. Yeah. And the one thing that's good about this, if we get Rosen, granted he'll probably sit behind Eli, okay, maybe for a half a season, but he's got NFL experience already. Right. So he's already went through the growing pains of a rookie. He's learned the speed. He's going to watch film. He's going to have that year of experience under his belt. So it's an even better situation for us, knowing that he's going to come in already with NFL experience, rather than Dwayne Haskins, who's going to have no NFL experience, and he's going to have to learn.
So you're almost a year ahead of the curve. And the other way I look at it is, if he doesn't work out in 2 years, you go out and you try to get a quarterback in 2 years. I think I'm more in love with the value than the player. Like you said, right. Neither one of us are huge Rosen fans, and I like Haskins, but I don't love him to the point where I think he's a no-doubter, like an Andrew Luck. So it's like, I feel like I'm getting a guy at least close to as much as I like Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins, I like definitely more. Oh, there you go. Get that.
Thank you so much for the Super Chat, 42nd Street Syndicate. Let's hope number 88, Irvin, doesn't have cancer. I agree with you, my man. Dilly. Definitely hope everything is clear with him, man. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the Super Chat, brother. Really appreciate that.
What's going on, Bavith? How you doing, buddy? No, but I just feel like it's more value, and I find more value in getting him at 37. I think you're saying 38. I think it's 37.
Is it 37?
Yeah, the Giants have a pick earlier in the second round for some reason. I don't know the rules.
Okay, so it is. I've been saying 37 the whole time, and then someone said 38, and I'm like, oh, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 37, but
it's 37.
I feel like getting Rosen at 37 and getting, we'll say, a Devin White if he falls to us at 6, or a Quinnen Williams, or whoever we get, a Montez Sweat, whoever we get with that pick, is more valuable than taking Haskins at 6. That's just my personal opinion.
So this is the thing. I know you love Quinnen Williams. I can't, if the Giants decide, if they trade for Rosen, obviously no one's going to trade up in front of the Giants to get Haskins. So that's not going to allow.
Well, it's still possible because they still might be fighting to see who could get him, but they would probably wait till 7 or 8 to make the move.
Right. You know what I mean? So, because I don't think Oakland's interested in him.
Right.
Let me run this scenario by you because I'm a big Kyler Murray guy. Everybody knows I'm a big Kyler Murray guy. So we're getting rid of, say, 2nd and 3rd round pick for Josh Rosen.
Right.
So what if we had to give up 2nd round pick, this 2nd, 3rd this year, and a 2nd next year to move up to number 3 and get Kyler Murray?
It would be more than that.
You think it'd be more than that?
Yeah, I mean, because you look at the Jets.
3 spots?
Yeah, because you look at the Jets. Well, it's 5 spots. You're going from 6 to 1, and you look at the Jets.
No, not with the Cardinals.
Oh, you're saying if he dropped to 3
with the Jets? Because if the Cardinals are taking them, they're taking them. They're not trading.
Oh, okay. That's somewhat comparable. The Jets gave up 3 seconds, so let's say, would you do it for 3 seconds? Let's just say it's the same exact.
I would. You know me.
Yeah.
You know me. I'd do it for 3 seconds.
3 seconds is a lot, especially when you factor in one of them is the 37th overall pick.
But that's why I don't think we'd have to give up as much as the Jets did. No, but the Jets, it was the same thing.
The Jets had the same draft position as we do this year. They were picking 6th.
Well, you know me. I'm rolling the dice. I know my man J-Zach's in the chat, and I know he agrees with me. I know he's on board.
That I couldn't. I know I'm not as big on. I like Murray. I've grown to like him, but I'm not willing to trade him for anybody in this draft. Nobody. I don't think anybody's worth moving up for the price. Well, the only reason I said that it would cost. Right.
The only reason I said it is because if we were going to get rid of the picks for Rosen, it's comparable. That's why I asked you that.
Right, but okay. The way I look at this though, first off, I don't think it would be 3 seconds for Rosen. We'll say it's a 2nd and a 3rd in 2020. That's the trade I had projected. But let's say that's the deal. Even if it was 3 seconds, you're still keeping the 6th overall pick. In this trade, you're using that on a quarterback. In the Rosen trade, you have the flexibility of getting your quarterback and then being able to address the defense with the 6th.
It's true. It's a good point.
But let's see what we got in the chat. Oh, by the way, we're going to answer a lot of questions today we were talking about before we went live. We'll talk a little bit more about Rosen. We'll talk a little bit more about the draft. And then we'll probably focus on the chat for a good portion of the show today since it's still slow time. I mean, the draft's going to... What's today's date? Today's the...
They're 7. They're 4 weeks away.
So we're 4 weeks away, probably 2 weeks away. That's when it's really going to start to pump up the draft and the rumors and projection and all that. But now let me propose this to you because this is the mock I did today, Baddog.
Yep.
Let's say the first 5 picks are status quo. Let's say we get Rosen. When I say status quo, that means Quinnen Williams is gone. The top 4 defensive players, including Devin White, are gone, and Kyler Murray's gone. You can't. Oh, right. get that by the way.
Oh, thank you so much, Whitney, for the super chat. Dilly, Whitney. She says, "What's up, people? Long time. Miss you guys in the chat. Still recovering from the ODB Stewart trade. I can't even talk. The OBJ stupid trade. Good night, people. Cheers." That was a quick in and out there, Whitney. Whitney, trust me when I tell you this. In 2 years, you're gonna forget all about him. Trust me.
I agree because you root for the name on the front, not the name on the back. And in the end, I firmly believe
we'll be better
the Giants
for it.
will be a better team for it.
Yeah,
but Whitney, I understand. You loved him. Take your time. But
it's like sometimes when you have a breakup, it takes a little time. The wound has to heal.
Yeah.
And you move on. I get it. It's still a little fresh for her.
I get it. We'll be easy on her.
Yeah, exactly.
But so what would you do in that situation? Let's say you can't trade down. You have to pick at 6. The top 4 defensive players are gone. Devin White, Josh Allen, Quinnen Williams, and Bosa. And Kyler Murray's gone. Who are you taking at 6?
Real quick, I told him I'd give him a shout out. So shout out to Skins fan all day over there. I think he's streaming right now, so he's showing up, giving us some love. Check that man's channel out when you get a chance. Love that guy. He's fantastic. I told him I would help him out tonight, so definitely check him out. Show him some love. Hit that big red button for my man. A great Skins fan over there. So there ain't a lot of them around, so check him out. I think we'd have to trade back, right?
Well, I'm saying you can't say there's not a suitor.
We can't trade back.
Yeah, because that's what I did in my mock draft today. I ended up taking Montez Sweat, which I was not.
God, that's with this heart condition. No,
I was not super comfortable with it. I was between Sweat and Burns as a pass rusher because they're edge rushers. I thought that was more important than an interior guy based on what we have because we have B.J. Hill, Dalvin Tomlinson. Or you could go offensive tackle. You could go.
Juwan Taylor.
Taylor. That's the safe.
Or why is Jonah Williams? J-Zac mentioned this yesterday, I think. Why the hell is Jonah Williams falling? Why is his stock falling? Like, I don't understand. Like, this guy was the best tackle coming out of college, and then all of a sudden, everyone's saying he's no good. I don't know what the hell happened.
I think he's still in the top 10 to 12, but he's no longer a top 6 or 7. He's dropped a little bit. Juwan Taylor had a better combine than people thought. They had him projected as a guard, and he did really well, so they think he could play the tackle. So that helped his stock, and I think that dropped Jonah Williams a little bit.
I would take Jonah Williams or Juwan Taylor at that point. I think you have to take the best offensive tackle in the best right tackle in the draft. That's what we'd have to do. We'd have to go off a right tackle there.
And then address the pass rush at 17.
Because you get Cleveland Farrell there. Montez Sweat might fall there.
Yeah.
Burns might fall there. Maybe Ed Oliver's not really a pass rusher, but there's another guy that can fall to 17. So there's just so much defensive talent in this draft, which is why I love the Rosen trade because we could get 2 defensive studs and have a quarterback of the future. That's best case scenario for us, I think, is to get Josh Rosen and keep our 2 first-round picks.
Right. One guy I really like, I don't know if you've done any research on him, Jalen Ferguson is an animal, and he's being projected to go end of first, early second. He's a guy that I'd want to have my eye on with the 37th overall selection if he drops. He's had some off-the-field troubles, that's why he's not ranked higher, but he is a beast. I think he's a good potential target for the 37th overall selection, or even a guy that the Giants could potentially try to trade up into the back end of the first round to try to get. Right.
Yeah, I've not taking a look at him. Dexter Lawrence is a guy I'm very high on if he falls just at 37 as well, because kid was a beast at Clemson. Give me all the Clemson kids, man. Give me all the Clemson kids, including their damn quarterback. I wish we could take him. By the way, guys, thank you so much for joining tonight. Please bang that thumbs up button if you're new to my channel. Please make sure you hit the big red button and ring the bell. Go into my description of this video. Click on the link to the Entertainah Talkin' Sports. The man's closing in on 5K, guys. Let's get him there. Ring his bell. Hit the big red button from my man. He puts in a ton of work. My favorite YouTuber right there.
I appreciate that. It goes right back at you. I appreciate that very much. And, Joe Lutz, I was speaking as if we hadn't gotten Rosen in a scenario where we had the 37th pick. And there you go. Get that.
Yes, Donald, the President of the United States in the Super Chat. Baddog and Kyler sitting in a tree. K-A-S-S-I-N-G. Dilly, Donald.
Dilly. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for doing that. Yes, please get me to 5K. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jeffrey Abbey. Thank you, Chris Sonor. And go get that.
Yes, thank you, Sean the Don. Dilly, my man. Thank you so much for the Super Chat. I cannot talk tonight. The Super Chat. Is there liquor in here? Thank you so much.
I think you're having a little beer like I am. But
I need a beer, yes.
But James asked, who would we compare Ed Oliver to? Now, some people have compared him. There you go. There's another one.
Dilly, my man. Thank you again for the Super Chat. Sean the Don. Dilly, brother. Thank you so much.
The comparisons I've seen for him, and this is like crazy if you ever hit this, but he reminds people of Aaron Donald. Being an undersized defensive tackle, extremely athletic, has the ability to step inside and out. I'm not expecting that, but he's in that mold, like a pass rusher from the interior line. And I do love his upside, Ed Oliver. I really do.
Right. Yeah, I don't really know. It's hard to say, man. I never can compare guys. I have such a hard time comparing college guys to the NFL. I just do. Because I want to see them play in the NFL. So I have such a hard time when people are trying to tell me Dwayne Haskins is better than Eli Manning. I'm like, it's just a dumb thing. You don't know.
No, you can't say that yet. But Johnny,
yes, I mean.
But Johnny, didn't Ferguson not partake in the combine? You said he had a bad one. He didn't partake in the combine. Maybe you're talking about his pro day. He didn't partake in the combine.
I don't know. What's up, Beast Dad? Thank you for joining the stream. My man Prime Wolf is here. James Troy Fevelo, True Colors. There's a lot of people in here, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Really, really appreciate it. We got a good crowd here tonight. We got over 100 people in the chat. So
we appreciate that. I mean, we got some big Giants news. Obviously Rosen today, and the draft is coming up. I'm really looking forward to that. And I just can't wait to find out who we get, the route that the Giants take, and what our future is going to look like. I mean, it's exciting. It's always exciting going into a draft, and I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to go with Haskins. I don't know if we're going to go with Rosen. I don't know if we're going to completely ignore the quarterback position. I don't know if we're going to go offensive tackle. There's so many ways the Giants could go. They really might be the most interesting team in this year's draft, whether or not you're a Giants fan, because they could affect the draft so much with their pick.
Yeah, it's that's why I said I'm just so excited because we have so many holes to fill. It's almost like we cannot lose it no matter who we pick.
Right.
But Marcus is in the house. Cool Drummers in the house. Two of my sponsors, Dilly brothers. Thank you for joining. Eastad, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Dilly, my man.
Dilly.
I'm a Niners fan in Jersey. Crazy for saying. Nah, it's all good, man. Listen, I live in upstate New York. I can't tell you how many Cowboy fans are up here. So
what's going on, Goat Quan? How you doing, buddy? Dire Giants fan. What's up, Central Coast Climber? Why isn't there over? Yeah, hit that like button. But
bang that thing, baby.
Bang that thing.
Bang it. Like it's Ali LaForce, Aaron Andrews, whatever your preference is from sideline reporters.
Would we be mad with Drew Lock at 17?
Pissed.
I don't know if I'd be pissed. It's not who I want.
Pissed.
But I'd be more pissed. I actually like Daniel Jones too, but not at 17. Daniel Jones, I'd be okay with the 37. Locke is kind of in the middle for me. Like, I don't like him at 17, but I think he's better than 37. Go ahead and get those.
Thank you so much, Beef Jerky Joe. Dilly, my man. Thank you for the super chat, Kid Blue. Dilly, my man. Really appreciate that, guys. Let me just get to this real quick. Beef Jerky Joe says, if you trade for Rosen, draft White, who you got at 17? I like Cleveland Farrell at 17 or Montez Sweat if he falls down there.
Yeah. And you got another one, by the way.
Yep, I got Kid Blue. I'm just going to read it now. Let's trade down with Cincinnati and grab Cleveland at 11 and trade for Rosen with the second rounder we acquired from Cincinnati. Would we get a second rounder from? I guess we could.
What?
That would work. That'd be really good if we could do that.
What, trade from 6 to 11?
Well, yeah, he says let's trade down with Cincinnati, and he's saying we would get their second round pick and their first round pick. And then with the second rounder we get from Cincinnati, take Josh Rosen with that one and keep number 37. That would be awesome if we could pull that off.
So basically we drop from 6 to 11, then we get the 42nd pick from the Bengals.
Yeah.
We trade the 42nd pick, or let's just say we trade the 37. Either way, 42, 37. We trade one of those picks. We still have a second round pick, and we drop from 6 to 11. I love that idea if we could do it because you're still getting, in my opinion...
That's what he said, take Farrell at 11.
Yeah, you're still getting the same quality player at 6 and 11 unless somebody drops that shouldn't.
And Dilly, Peter Phelan, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. He says, we can lose it. We picked Daniel Jones. Well, you are damn right about that, sir. I'm telling you, we're streaming the draft. It'll be on the Entertainah channel.
Looking forward to that.
Because he was kind enough to do the Super Bowl on my channel, so we're going to do the draft on his channel. And you guys want to see me pissed? You want to see Mad Dog? Let us take Daniel Jones at 17, and you will see me hit the roof.
And you know what, Bad Dog? The more I'm reading, the more it's becoming a possibility. I mean,
I'll hit the roof.
You're starting to read things that people are starting to link the two together. I don't hate Daniel Jones, but not at 17. Do not do it at 17. I will be fuming if they do that.
Yeah. You'll see two very pissed off Italians if that happens.
Let's see what
Hunter says they're both looking mighty cute, by the way. Dilly.
Why don't we get females come in here and say that? We get all the males say we're cute. I'd feel much more comfortable, and I'd appreciate it more if the females came in and said we look cute.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Yes.
There's not a lot of females in here, though.
What's going on, Lamel Sinclair? How you doing? Love him. What's going on, Arkham Asylum? A lot of people like Daniel Jones.
Oh, I hate him. Oh. Well, I got 2 words for you guys. Not that a lot of Giants fans in here are probably younger than my couch. This couch is like 20 years old. I know. So a lot of you guys probably don't know this name. I'm going to tell you a quarterback we drafted from Duke. His name was Dave Brown.
Oh, God. Don't remind me.
So I have that taste in my mouth. Duke quarterback, Dave Brown. Ironically wore number 17, okay? Do not take Daniel Jones at 17.
But let's play devil's advocate, though. I know you're a numbers guy. But the same coach who coaches Daniel Jones coached Eli Manning.
I don't care about
that. I think that is more influence than the number he wears. So, you know what I'm saying?
It does. No. I'm just saying Dave Brown was number 17, and we were picking Daniel Jones at number 17.
I hear what you're saying.
I just find it ironic. I just think that's funny. And I mean, my man Playboy's in the chat. He's a big numbers guy. I thought he would enjoy that, actually.
Yeah. Your 8 followers. Oh, good job, Crazy Dog. Get him up to 1K. There you go. You got another one. Oh, you got a couple.
Thanks so much for the super chat, Peter. Really appreciate it. Baddog, if we pick D. Jones, who's D. Jones?
Daniel Jones.
Oh my God. We're not doing that, Peter. I'll have a heart attack on screen. I'll drop dead like I did when Gano hit the 63-yard field goal. Two colors, dilly, my man, 777. That's actually when I got married, so that is an awesome super chat. Thank you so much for that, brother. He says, good luck on your team's draft picks. Yes, thank you. We were going to need some good draft picks. This is because of what the Giants are going through right now. We are going to need the next 2 years of drafts to be right on the money. If Gettleman drafts very well, we will be a team to be reckoned with in 2020, especially you get these young studs in here this year, you get young studs next year, and you have $100 million in cap space to fill holes. The Giants could be really, really, really good in 2020.
Yeah.
Real 2020.
2020 could be really special because I think it could be very similar to 2015, only better, because we will have been bringing in young studs that are getting better over the course of years. That team was really just like a patchwork one-year deal, where we're going to have high draft picks for 2-3 straight years, and then you're going to bring in big-time free agents on top of it with the young emerging quarterback. I mean, 2020, 2021, 2022, I think that is going to be a beautiful 3-4 year stretch for the New York Giants.
These guys in the chat just love to dig at me. Afghanistan says we're picking Daniel Jones at 6 and Parnell Motley at 17. Parnell Motley ain't getting drafted. If anybody watched him at OU, that guy can't even play at that level. I don't even know how the hell he was in Division I corner. I'm dead ass serious. I can play corner as good as Parnell Motley, and I'm 42 years old. I swear to God, that guy was awful. I sound like Francesco. Awful. Awful. Horrible.
Cushman loves Daniel Jones. That's a problem for me. 2020 with the right draft this year, and yes, 2020 is going to be a very good year for the Giants. I really believe that.
It will be. Draft Rudy. I would take Rudy. Rudy. It's one of the top 3 sports movies of all time right there.
That's my favorite football movie ever.
Love Rudy.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite football movie of all time, too.
You're 5'0", 100-0, with barely a speck of athletic ability.
Yeah.
And you hung with the best players in the country, and I forget the rest of it.
Yeah. He's great. I mean, he was in the Goonies. I mean, it was fantastic.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Daniel Jones is yeah.
Kyle Summer at 6.
Any questions, please shout them out. Otherwise, we're just going to talk Giants. I love Tyree Jackson. Yeah, a lot of people seem to love Tyree Jackson. There is Tyree at 6. Karner Rd, get him. No way. No way.
Oh, God.
Waterboy's the best football movie ever. No, I like Waterboy, though. It's a fun movie. And
it's pretty fun, yeah.
It's got an old-time great giant in it, Lawrence Taylor.
It does, Lawrence Taylor. He tells kids don't smoke crack.
Yeah.
He's telling them do as I say, not as I do.
Who do you think we're going to take with the first pick? It all depends on. I mean, it all depends. There's so many different scenarios. I mean, if we trade for Rosen, that changes everything. If we don't trade for Rosen and Haskins is there, regardless of what you want, you're asking what I think will happen. I think Haskins will be the pick if he's there at 6. If we don't trade for Rosen, that's my honest opinion.
Taylor S says, "Say my name, Baddog." Taylor S is here. I always love Taylor joins the streams. I must have missed her. I never miss you, Taylor. I mean, I always see you in the chat. Did you just pop up? Are you been here? Did I miss her? I don't know. I always see when she's there.
How could you miss Taylor S? She's adorable.
So if I missed her, my bad, Taylor. Thank you for joining. I always appreciate when you're here.
We need a defensive player who does. No, Sean Rock Taylor. Relax with that.
The more I think about it, dude, the more I do. I just don't want Haskins at 6. I don't want.
You might not want him, but what I think will happen, I think they will take him if he's there.
That is a fantastic name.
Yes.
Dilly for the super chat, my man.
Good for him.
The Ice Swallow.
Mr. Ice Swallow, good for him.
Yeah.
Who do I prefer? Lock, Kyle Petrano. If it's
I'd much rather have Lock than Jones.
Yeah.
I am so not. I don't want Daniel Jones. I wouldn't want Daniel Jones with the 2nd round pick. Okay, I don't want that guy anywhere near the Giants.
I will say, both of them had really good pro days, but everybody has good pro days.
Yeah, you're comfortable. You're in your own element there, and. Again, J-Zack, I listened to J-Zack and Kid Blue last night. Swear to God, everything J-Zack is saying, I'm like, I couldn't agree with him more. I mean, he's like, I'd rather watch film. I don't care about the I don't care about the pro. Show me the film.
Right.
Agree. You know, and somebody was talking about Murray's football IQ, and I said, football IQ don't have football IQ can't throw the ball 70 yards on a run, okay? You have talent or you don't have talent. Yes, I understand you need to make good decisions. I get that. But Eli Manning doesn't make good decisions a lot of times. He's always been inconsistent. You've always seen him throw a really bad pass and go, what in the hell are you doing? You've been in the league 15 years.
Right.
You don't see it underneath coverage? What are you looking at? So his football IQ is very high, but he still makes bad decisions.
Yeah, no, everybody makes bad decisions from time to time. Just some make more than others. I don't even want to read what Cushman said. I just saw Taylor said, what the blank Cushman. I don't even want to read what he said. We can also offer this and next year's second-round pick for Josh Rosen. Well, yeah, we could do that as well. I think it's going to either be – if they're going to get him, I think it'll cost a second and a future third or a second and a future second. I don't think they're going to have to give up a first.
No, there's no way we give up a first for Josh Rosen. That's too much. Because Arizona's going to have no – you got to understand, they have no leverage.
None.
They take Kyler Murray and they don't trade Josh Rosen. They got a mess over there.
Yeah, if they get a first round pick,
wasted it.
If they get a first round pick, let them go somewhere else. That's my take on it.
Exactly. Yeah, somebody get a first round pick, more power to them.
Yeah. Trade Jabril Peppers for Rosen. Actually, I like Jabril Peppers.
We need him. He doesn't cost anything. He's 23 years old.
Yeah,
and he's a first round pick. UCF loves Eric Flowers. Unfortunately, we can't get Eric Flowers because he went to the Redskins. Dilly played it. Thank you so much. For the super chat, he says, I made that account. Please just say, I swallow. Come, please. There you go.
What's going on, Big Blue? How you doing? Everybody do me a favor. Check out Big Blue. He's got a new channel over there. Big supporter of ours.
Big Blue.
Did you hear what happened with him? Yes, but I heard it's all nonsense, though, Cooper. The whole Jabril Peppers thing. It's all nonsense.
Oh, they said he was innocent anyway.
Yeah, it's all nonsense.
It had nothing to do with it. Nothing.
Peyton Manning and Tom Brady's are masters of Brady. Yeah, they are. And Eli Manning is good at that too. Not as good as them, but he's very good at breaking down defenses. People always knock him for looking stupid, but he does read defenses very well.
Right, yeah. Since the Bears don't have a second-round pick, you guys think they'll trade into the second round. I don't know what the Bears are going to do.
Yeah, they don't have a pick till the third round.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do.
The Bears lost a lot of players too.
They did. I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Be interesting. Because what are they going to trade to get into the second round? They don't have any draft picks.
Right.
They have to trade next year's draft picks, I guess.
Rover Sports in the building. How you doing, Rover?
There he is. Loved doing that show with you last week, Rover. That was awesome, brother. That was a lot of fun. Because I like Rover. He thinks outside the box as well. So it's always,
he does. Oh, yeah, he does.
It's fantastic.
He doesn't even think. There's not even a box when he thinks. He's all over the place. I love it.
Hurry up and trade for Rosen. So your Niners are going to land Bosa, JD. I mean, if the rumors are true that Arizona's taking Kyler Murray, you're going to have your pick of whoever you want. Personally, me, I'd rather have Josh Allen than Nick Bosa. That's me. I think Josh Allen's better, and he's not as injury prone. Nick Bosa's been injury prone. He's had a lot of injuries. So,
I agree with you, but I think Bosa fits their defensive scheme better. But I agree with you. I like Josh Allen better myself.
Yeah, Josh Allen's probably going to end up with the Jets. I mean, they just moved to a 3-4, and I think that they did that because they want to get Josh Allen over there.
Yeah.
So
perfect fit there.
I see all the Bears came out when Rover got it.
They always do. The Bear pack.
They love it. And the Turtles. Chad brought the Turtles.
Oh, yeah, we should talk about that, Cesar Munoz. That's a good thing to bring up there, the rule change with the pass interference.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I like it. I mean, there's still – it's not going to – people were saying last night that I was reading that it's going to slow down the game. It's not going to slow down the game. There's still 2 challenges. Yep. There's not an additional challenge. So, there's pass interference, I've said this for years, is way too influential on winning and losing football games. I mean, there are calls sometimes where it's not pass interference and they give them 60 yards. And vice versa. There are times where it is pass interference, and we saw it last year, obviously, in the NFC title game, where they don't call it and it cost you the game. So, yeah, I think that is probably, if there's any penalty that should be under review, it is certainly that one. I mean, that affects games more than any other penalty.
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing. I think people have always wanted them to be able to challenge a pass interference call, but then you open up a can of worms. You're going to start challenging holdings. You can challenge offsides. You can actually kind of challenge a pass interference because if the ball was tipped, you could challenge that.
Right.
By the way, Rover says if White, Allen, and all of them are taken, who do you take at 6, Baddog? We kind of talked about that earlier, right before you got in here. I said you got to go Juwan Taylor or Jonah Williams. I think you got to take a right tackle at that point if those guys are gone.
That's the safer approach. That's for sure.
Because I love Montez Sweat, but with the heart, I mean, I don't know now. It's just I worry you don't want to lose a number 6 overall pick. That would hurt really bad because we're not in a position to miss on a number 6 pick. We've been missing on top 10 picks for years before Gettleman got here.
Oh, don't even get me started. We'll be here all day.
Yeah, Cody Ford, a right tackle. You know me, I'm a Sooners guy, Arkham Asylum, so I love Cody Ford. But
I think you get him at 17. You get him at 17,
right?
Yeah, you get him at 17. But I like him. But I agree with Rover. I think that's if Devin White is taken and Quentin Williams is taken, and we're not taking Haskins, I agree. Trading down is the optimal approach there.
Right. Well, Lolly Mack brought the gummy worms to the.
Lolly Mack bringing the gummy worm. We all love gummy worms. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the gummy worms are fantastic.
Do you go with the gummy? When you were a kid, did you go with the gummy worms or the gummy bears?
Oh, I liked them both.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually I don't know who makes it. There's actually a big bag now that has like gummy worms, gummy bears, it's just all different gummies.
Really?
It's actually pretty awesome, yeah.
Oh, it's an assortment of gummies. You can't beat that.
It is. Yeah, it's fantastic. The Entertainah Talking Porn is here. No, it should stay a spot foul. Oh, he's talking to Rover because Rover said it should be a 15-yard penalty.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's talking about pass interference.
Yeah. That's
saying it should be. And what do you think of the overtime rules? Do you think they should eventually convert that to the
college? Do the college football. College football's got it right.
Yeah.
College football has overtime right.
Yeah.
Do it that way.
Now, the only problem I foresee with that is scheduling problems. Like last year, your stream, when you were going bananas because the Giants weren't on. Could you imagine overtime rules being like college, though, and then they extend 3-4 games at once, if God forbid, you know what I'm saying? So that might be the reason, because games literally start right after one another in the pros. That's the only thing I can think of. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. Serious question, do you think the reason the Cardinals want Murray is to trade him to the Yankees for Wilson? Yeah. Yeah, because Russell Wilson's going to play baseball. Never. I mean, it's funny, man. It's a long shot, but I still think that is a slight possibility that Russell Wilson could be giant. I hold out hope that could happen.
You never know.
They have the money for him.
No, they do. I'm not going to be upset if they get Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson might be the best quarterback in football next year, so I'm not going to be upset about it, but I don't know how realistic it is.
It's not. It's,
It's like this much.
Possible.
Like this much.
Let's get Kyler Murray. It's like that much.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, exactly.
Rover Sports says, could the Giants win 11 games this year? I'm not going to say it's impossible. I'm not picking it. But I'm not going to say it's impossible. A lot would have to happen. But I'm not predicting. I'm going to say 7 wins.
For us to win 11 games, we would have to be completely injury-free. Everybody would have to have super seasons. You would need Lorenzo Carter, B.J. Hill to step up enormous. Eli Manning would have to go back to 2014 Eli Manning. Saquon Barkley would have to run for 2,000 yards. That's legitimately what we'd have to do. And Golden Tate would have to have a huge year. And Sterling Shepard and Evan Engram would also have to step way that. These guys have to step their games way up for us to win 11 games. It is possible, not probable.
Yeah, not probable at all. I'll say 7. I'm going to predict 7 and 9, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope they win 11. I hope they win 11. 9. Yeah. Chris, would you see the Chargers keep or sell Rosen? I don't think the Chargers are going to go after Rosen. I know that they're in the rumors. I really think the Giants are the team if he's going to be traded.
I do.
Yeah, I really think the Giants are the team.
Because Phillip Rivers is still playing at a very high level.
Yeah. And the Patriots need that pick. They lost Brown, the left tackle. They lost Trey Flowers. They lost Gronk. They lost some huge pieces. They need as many picks as they can get to fill in those holes. And by trading for Rosen, you're not helping next year's team, and you're a win-now team.
Right.
You think Brady's going to want them going out and trading the first-round pick for Josh Rosen?
The whole reason they got rid of Garoppolo was because Brady didn't want him there.
Right, exactly.
You think Brady's going to want Josh Rosen there?
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So if they were going to replace Brady, they would have kept Garoppolo. That's how I look at it. Why would they go out and get Rosen?
Right.
So I don't see the Patriots actually being I think that, like you said, I think the Giants are the team. Gettleman doesn't want Josh Rosen, says Brandon.
That's just speculation. Trade 37 for Rosen. Take Dalton Risner at 17. I wouldn't be upset with that, Spencer. I like Dalton Risner. But I think there's going to be better offensive linemen there. It might be Dillard. You might have Cody Ford. As much as I like Risner, I think those guys are better.
Yeah.
Chris, would you see Rosen as a backup for New England? I mean, he would have to be. He's not starting over Tom Brady.
Yeah. What up, fellas? How are we doing tonight? Always awesome work when you guys collab. Thank you, Andrew. Really appreciate that, my man. Really appreciate that. Yeah, guys, hit the old thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up for the Giants. Hit the thumbs up for this stream. We love doing this show. We got a really good crowd here tonight, so thank you guys for joining. If you're new to my channel, please hit the big red button, guys, and ring the bell. If you have not subbed up to this beautiful man right here, make sure you go into the description, click on the link to his channel, because he's nearing 5K.
5K.
That's a big number.
5K. 5K,
click
guys.
on the link, ring his bell, hit his big red button. He loves that.
I love when you ring the bell.
He loves when you ring the bell.
I love when you ring the bell.
So hook my man, the Entertainah, up, man.
I appreciate that. And of course, we do this. If you're new to this, we do this every week. We alternate every week. So next week it'll be on my channel, and we come, back and forth.
And we also usually do a Friday night stream together as well. It's usually not sports related. This week it is the NCAA tournament.
That's right. We're doing the college game. I think it's on my channel. Yeah, we're doing the college game on my channel this week. And then we're going to be on Sports Fury
Saturday at 6.
Saturday at 6 for the Dream
You don't
Team
want to miss that one. You don't want to miss that stream. That is the Dream Team Dream Stream. These two guys, the Sports Fury, Philly 500, and UCF Jaguar, who's in the chat. 6 of us idiots getting together, and God only knows where that's going, as we all sit there and drink beer and just be nonsensical.
Have we talked about what beer we're going to be drinking?
I thought it was Rolling Rock.
Oh, God. We're really doing that?
I don't know. Well, I guess we got to ask them, because they listen, you know me. If it's cold, I'll drink it unless it's Budweiser. That crap's gross. But they really only drink Budweiser, so I really don't know, man. I got to figure it out.
Yeah. What's going on, Jonathan? Thank you for doing the stream. Do you guys plan on doing... Yeah, we are. It's going to be on my channel, Mo. We're going to be doing a live first round. Second round, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do because I work. But definitely the first round. And second round... What time is this? That's at night, right?
Second round the next night?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
I don't know when it is.
So I may be able to jump in midway. Rolling Rock, it's been a while. Yeah, I've never had Rolling Rock, actually. You guys don't end up Slam Saturday, I'll be extremely... We will.
Oh, yeah. We will. Without a doubt. Let's see. Guys, it's going to be Daniel Jones at number 6.
No. Stop with that.
Don't say that.
Stop with that. Stop
Big old
with that.
Baddog a heart attack.
Baddog, were you born in 76? Emil asks.
Yes. Thank you for saying I look like I'm in my 30s. I appreciate it. But yes, I was born in 76, so I will be 43 years old this year.
Got another guy hitting on you.
I don't think he's hitting on me.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Go. What's up, Rich? How you doing, my man? Thank you for joining the stream, brother.
What's going on,
Appreciate it.
Seriously, though, I'm bored as hell, and this is the only thing I could find entertaining. How pathetic, Quest. Okay, Quest.
Yeah, well, hey, as long as we're entertaining, I mean, it's all good. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's pathetic. I mean, we got good crowds here, man. We're pretty entertaining guys.
Yeah, we always have fun. Obviously, there's not. We talked about the Rosen. We can't just make up stories. We could talk draft speculation, but you can only talk draft speculation so much till you're blue in the face. As the draft gets closer, we're gonna get heated with the draft, and I think maybe we'll do probably like a week before, maybe a 2 week before. Maybe we'll simulate a draft for the first 17 picks. Maybe something like that. That'd be cool to do live with the chat and everything. Something like that in preparation for the draft.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll
figure it out. And the show the night before the draft, obviously that will be a good one.
Yeah, that'll be a great one. What do you guys think of the combination of Burns and Wilkins plus the Rosen trade? Wilkins is a great interior defensive lineman. Burns a great edge rusher. If they could do that, you're fixing that pass rush. You're helping out helping out 2 of the biggest holes on our team. Plus, you're getting a quarterback for the future. So I'd love it.
You like Wilkins better than Farrell?
Well, they're
Cleo Farrell at 17 because I think he could fall to 17.
He could. Farrell, I think that's like right around where he's going to go. I think he's going to go between like 14 and 19 or 20. I think that's his range.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think, I don't know. It's all I know is this draft is loaded with defensive talent, and that's why the Josh Rosen trade makes all the sense in the world, because then we don't have to address the quarterback with number 6. So,
talk about what positions we should get with the 4th and 5th round picks. I think maybe potential outside wide receiver. Okay, so 4th round, the 5th round they have 3 picks. 7th round they have 3 picks. 6th round, I think they have 8 picks in those rounds. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think they
get a lot of picks in those because I think we have 12 picks now.
So maybe they have 9 picks in those rounds. So definitely center. They have to focus on getting a center for depth between him and Jalapeno. I'd like a center to come in to potentially beat out Jalapeno in training camp. I would like one in the 4th, 5th, 6th round area.
Center. There's no.
Yeah, definitely maybe another tackle for depth on the offensive line. A corner for sure. Even if they draft one early, I'd still want another corner. They're so thin there. A safety. A middle linebacker where they could use. And, of course, as many pass rushers you could get. But definitely corner. In the later rounds, I want at least one of those picks to be a corner, one to be a center, one to be a tackle, a safety. And
I wouldn't mind a wide receiver later.
And a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yes, good point. One of those picks could be a wide receiver for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Jones' completion percentage has dropped. His numbers have dropped every year, Duke. I don't like Daniel Jones. I say if you can't complete 60% of your passes in college, I don't care if it's a pro style or not. He's going to be terrible in the NFL. I don't want the guy. And he had a terrible freaking combine. I just do not like. All I think is Dave Brown. That's all I ever think of. Your quarterback, Dave Brown. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Daniel Jones is something special. They're just egging you on at this point. I think the Giants are going to move around in the 3rd and 4th rounds. I agree with that, Andrew. Because there's no point in staying there with all those late picks. Like, I feel like they have to couple some of those to move up and try to get a higher prospect. 12 draft picks is too many, in my opinion. I think that they could couple 2 or 3 of those together, move back up into the early 3rd round, late 2nd round, go get yourself a nice offensive lineman, or whatever. But I think they will try to move up in the draft.
Yeah. Yes, Dave Brown. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's making you? Oh, the 40 Lux is making me anxious. You're talking about the draft. Yeah, I mean, we're all anxious. I mean, listen, the Giants have had really bad years, and we all know it as Giants fans. I mean, we've struggled, 7 out of the last 8 years or whatever it is. It's been terrible. I think it's 6 out of 7 years we've had a losing record, and it gets just aggravating and frustrating. And Jerry Reese was just doing a terrible job. It would be great though. I mean, think about this: the Giants haven't drafted a linebacker in the 1st round since Carl Banks in 1984. We might actually draft a linebacker 1st round this year. If Devin White is there,
if he's there,
the Giants would be foolish to let that guy go.
Yeah, I think they're going to take him if he's there.
So,
and it would be nice because I mean, Jerry Reese, you know that. I mean, he was notorious for not, 1st round's one thing, but he didn't draft linebackers at all. And Giants fans used to scream about it, and he would never address the middle linebacker position. He would always have nobody.
He did with B.J. Goodson in the 4th round a few years ago.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I remember him, and he drafted Devon Kennard. Those are really the only linebackers I can remember the guy taking.
Yeah. He just ignored the position. But he just seems like...
I don't want those two. I don't want 2 Michigan guys.
Look at the film. Eli still... Big Blue, I know the video you're probably talking about. A guy just came out with a video, and it showed Eli. I don't disagree that Eli can't make throws. He can still make throws, but he's not elite anymore. We have to be fair. We have to be unbiased. He's not elite.
He still misses throws. Even when he had time, he misses throws. When he was younger, he had such an accurate deep ball. I mean, his deep ball was beautiful, but there's a lot of miles on an arm, and you don't get stronger when you get older, unless you're me. It's different, but. But he got a lot of miles on his arms. He's just not as accurate down the field with the he underthrows a lot of guys when they're deep. He's got to lead them. He just doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't have the zip he wants to.
I think he can still make a lot of the throws, but he doesn't have what he used to have. He doesn't have what he used to have. We got to be fair.
You guys both said Clint Sintum. Yeah. I mean,
God, Clint Sintum.
Yes.
Let's see. We got Rosen is the yellow starburst of the rookie quarterbacks last year, but we can turn him into a pink.
Hold on a second. What the hell's wrong with yellow starburst?
I actually don't like yellow starburst either, so I completely relate to Danny there. I'm a pink guy myself. Pink and red. I go pink and red with the starburst.
Yeah, you're like my wife. I always know when she's got into the bag because it's not but orange and yellow. It's fine with me. The red ones are definitely the best. I mean, don't get me wrong. You just buy a bag of reds and pinks now.
They should. Oh, they have that now.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh really?
Just reds and pinks, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Because everybody, obviously, just like Cheez-Its, they make them extra toast now because sometimes you get a burnt one. And I always love the burnt Cheez-Its.
Right.
I was like, yes. So people actually ask them to burn them because it's very popular. So there's an extra toasty Cheez-It box.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Extra toasty. They're burnt. Little Baddog loves them. Little Baddog hammers the Cheez-Its.
Little Baddog. Where is Little Baddog down there? No, right?
Sleeping.
I see Bert. Oh yeah, what am I saying? It's still 10:30 at night. I see Bert back there.
Yeah.
Sports Fury's in the chat.
There he is.
Everybody going over there.
Ask him what we're drinking.
Everybody going over there. We're gonna be there live in 3 days.
I can't freaking wait. I might be more anxious about this stream than the draft.
No.
All right, I'm kidding, but I'm excited.
I am very anxious about the stream.
So, Josh, what beer are we drinking?
Yes, we have not decided on that. What beer are we drinking for the stream, Josh?
I'm drinking Diet Cherry 7-Up tonight, but
only 3 more days, primetime. That's right. I ate all the Cheez-Its and rolled golds. Bert said.
There you go.
Yes, good call there, Justin.
It is Rolling Rock. That's what I thought.
All right, so hopefully they got Rolling Rock next door. I don't even know if they do, but if they don't, I'll find it. But they're going. Clowney 2020 is definitely a interesting guy there. Baddog wanted him in 2019. They're gonna have more than enough money to get him if they want. And he fits perfectly.
Yeah, but J-Zach mentioned I would rather have DeMarcus Lawrence.
So would I.
You know what I mean, Clowney? And I don't know. I mean, the Cowboys and DeMarcus Lawrence aren't close to a deal. That is a guy that could – I would just love for once for us to have a guy that goes against his old team and just destroys him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he'd have that chip on his shoulder. I would love that. That's the best. Let's take something from the damn Cowboys since they've been just killing us, for the last decade or whatever. Let's just take that guy from them. And really stick it to him.
I would love to. That's one of the top 2 or 3 players. I would love to do that.
Yeah. But Clowney, I would take him too. I mean, either one of those guys. The Giants are going to have the money to do it.
Right.
So that'd be great. You get a young stud passer. You get a Cleveland Farrell on one side. You get a DeMarcus Lawrence or Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The Giants in 2020, guys, I know people don't like the Beckham thing, but 2020 is going to be
special. It's going to be special. You will not want to be in the Giants' way in 2020.
No.
Let's see what we got. How about one of those Iowa no way. We don't need a tight end.
We don't need a tight end, yeah.
We don't need a tight end. I mean, with all the needs we have, that should be the last thing on our idea. To draft a tight end in the first round, you have to have everything else sewed up, in my opinion.
Or be Jerry Reese and just take one to take one.
Right.
Freaking moron. Oh, let's take Evan Engram. We ain't got a linebacker or a pass rush, but tight end. That's a good. Let's take a tight end.
And better yet, let me find a tight end who can't block since my offensive line can't block.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Let's see.
But he ran a 4.4. Stupid.
Oh man. Let's see what we got. The Giants in 2020 is the start of a dynasty. Yeah, Kid Blue. I love the positivity, my man.
Hell yeah, I love it. Let's do it. Listen, mark his words. I'm marking them right now, Kid Blue. By the way, if you guys haven't done so, you go over there and check out Kid Blue's channel. He does a stream like this Tuesday nights. I don't know if it's always with J-Zach, but they did a phenomenal job last night. They did a phenomenal job in that stream. I mean, he's a really good. I mean, he knows his stuff. He looks like he's about 10. He's 21. I still want to see some ID because I don't believe it.
I still want to see him drink a beer on stream because I don't believe it.
But he's just a smart kid. He does really, really good content. So do yourself a favor and check him out, guys.
Yeah, I'm drinking Guinness. Somebody asked. Mofo asked what I'm drinking Guinness. Yeah, no, I've had Kibble on the channel a few times. I love him. Great content creator. And actually, me and Baddog talked before. J-Zach reached out to me. I don't know whose channel we're gonna do it on, but we're gonna do a joint mock draft with you guys, all 4 of us, at once. Maybe via Zoom or whatever, Google Hangout, something like that.
Yeah. Andrew said Bad Dog has had some legendary rants against Jerry. He's freaking hilarious. Oh, I have. I really used to just destroy Jerry Reese in my videos. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I wish I was on YouTube for that time because I would have ripped him to shreds. He was the worst GM we've ever had as far as I'm concerned.
I killed him.
Yeah.
I killed him. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Bobby. Dilly, my man. He says, dropping this off for my guys before bed. Dilly, brother.
Dilly.
That's another guy you guys need to check out right there. A great guy. Bobby's just a great guy. Brings the Andy Reid jokes. Patriots fan. Great cook. But just, huge supporter of the channel. I mean, he's a big supporter of both of our channels, and he's just an awesome guy.
And, yes, Justin, you asked if Corey Coleman's still on the team. He is. He's still on the team.
Yeah. Corey Coleman could have a decent year. I mean, he's got talent. I mean, I don't know what I'm not saying this guy's going to tear up the league, but I'm not ready to give up on a kid that was drafted in the first round, 3 years ago? So,
yeah. And I also want to say, I saw Real Giants Mafia saying that he thought Hockenson would be a steal at 17. On value, I agree with you. I think Hockenson's probably going to be a top 10, 12 pick, but it just doesn't fit what the Giants need. We have too many other needs to take him, in my opinion.
Yeah. What's up, movie critic? How you doing, my man? Thank you for joining. Always appreciate you being here. BVD is in the house. There's a guy you got to go check out. I freaking love BVD, man. He's one of my favorite guys. Just a hilarious dude and an awesome guy. And I'm rooting for your Vols, baby. So let's go Vols, BVD.
Go check him out. You see Shrek.
What's up with Josh Rosen? They're just rumors that the Giants are looking at taking him. The Patriots are rumored to be interested, as are the Chargers. But the Giants have the most to offer because nobody's going to offer a first-round pick. The Patriots have to offer a first-round pick. We were talking about it earlier. They lost a lot of players. Then they wouldn't pick the number 64. They need that 32nd overall pick.
Right.
We just talked about they got rid of Garoppolo because Brady didn't want him there. So why would they bring in another young quarterback behind Brady? Brady don't like that.
Right. Somebody asked, Avery asked, no, I'm sorry. He went up the chat for me. Somebody asked, should we upgrade the offensive coordinator? I don't think that they should change coaches at all. Oh, okay, Real No John. You said Farrell. Okay, I misunderstood what you said. What was I going to say? Oh, offensive coordinator. No, I mean, you got to give him a few years. I don't like changing coaches only a year in. You got to let the team get adjusted to the new system. Same thing on the defensive side of the ball.
Agreed. Yeah, you can't just move coaches around year after year because you're never going to get used. You're never going to get acclimated to a system.
Yeah,
it's always learn on the fly, and then it takes 4 games, 5 games to build chemistry and learn the system. So we can't keep doing that every year. The fact that Giants fired McAdoo in 2 years is pretty amazing because they don't usually do that. They usually wait a while before they do it.
Well, you know why they fired him? Not because of his coaching.
No, everybody hated him.
Yeah.
Lost the players.
Yeah, he lost the locker room.
Yeah.
That
and the Eli Manning debacle when he benched him for Geno Smith. That kind of got rid of him. That was the end of it.
I think he was on his way before that, but that was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Do you like the Maras of Tisch? I mean, yeah, I still think they're one of the better owners in the sport. I like the way the Giants operate. I always have. They're one of my favorite teams to root for because they do things the right way. They're patient. They don't make rash decisions. And I'm not knocking the Jets, but the Jets historically have been the opposite of that, where they make rash decisions and the Giants let things play out. And I think that's what you need to do with your coaches, with the players on your team. And, they make changes when they're necessary, but they usually let things play out. I think they're one of the better run organizations in the sport.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, listen, man, that family won us 4 Super Bowls. Okay, so I'll always be appreciative of what they do. They're a very classy organization. And listen, sometimes they're too classy. Sometimes they're too loyal. I mean, I think they're too loyal with Eli Manning. That's me. I think the Giants should have moved away from him a couple years ago, but they're not going to. They're going to let him play out his contract with the Giants, and he's one of the most important, influential Giants in the history of this franchise. So I understand, but like I said, that to me that shows they're loyal to a fault. Some guys are like that, but that just tells you what kind of guys they are. So
they've always been known as some of the better owners in the NFL.
Right.
I hope Gronk goes to work for Barstool Sports. Yeah, I could see that.
Where's he going? Oh,
Barstool Sports. WWE. Yeah, I could see that too. I love Tom.
I couldn't. The dude's banged up playing football, man. WWE break the guy.
Good point.
I mean, my God.
I love Tom Coughlin. That's Cesar Munoz. Tom Coughlin's my favorite coach. I love him.
Parcells is mine.
But I didn't get to see.
Older,
yeah.
So
I remember Parcells from the Jets, not the Giants.
Right. Yeah. Parcells and Belichick, man, that was an incredible combination. Yeah. Incredible coaching combination. My God.
Joe Lutz.
Yeah.
I'm on a 10 cannoli a day diet. Yeah. Should we trade? Should we trade any more good players for picks? Mr. The Hardaway asked. Good question. At this point, I think the trading's over with. I think there's really, who else are you going to trade? I mean, Jenkins
is about it. I don't think we could trade anybody else. You're not going to trade Sterling Shepard because I feel like they're going to sign Sterling Shepard now they got rid of Beckham. I think Shepard will be back here. That's the only other guy.
Maybe Ogletree.
Kind of was rumored to go to the Patriots for their second round pick. But Gettleman said we're sticking with it. Not that that means anything, but, you know, we don't know what the hell Gettleman's doing. He's done a really good job of misdirection this entire offseason. So,
why is Jenkins still on the Giants? I'm going to give you two reasons. One, because we're extremely thin in the secondary. We don't have good corners as is. Two, his contract. Nobody's going to take it. $15 million a year for an average cornerback is way too much for anybody to want to trade for. So that's why he's still on the Giants.
Next year...
Yeah, go ahead.
Next year they're going to cut him because they're going to save. It's only a $3 million cap hit, and they're going to save $11 million. He won't be there next year. Who else? Kareem Martin won't be there next year.
Yeah, Kareem Martin's gone. Red Ellison's gone.
Right. You're going to see more money. The Giants are going to get just a ton of money in 2020.
But Jenkins is like just good enough to still be a semi-productive corner, but he makes too much for us to get rid of him. So that's why he's still a Giant.
Right. KJ Mononi says, "Come home, Bill B." I wish. I wish.
What would you trade? How old is Belichick now?
Guy's got to be 70-something.
What would you trade 60s? Now, knowing that you probably only?
I think he was 34 in 1986. Was he 34? I can remember him being. So that makes him 34 in 86. That makes him 64, 67. 67, 68.
So what would you trade? Maybe you're going to get 5-6 years at him. What would you be willing to give up that Bill Belichick as the coach?
Second round pick.
You go up a second round pick? Yeah. Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah, second round pick.
He would turn that team around like that.
Oh my God, what a difference.
Yeah. What would you trade for Andy Reid? A couple of cannolis.
Yeah, I was going to say a large Sicilian pie.
Well, I will say, though, even though he doesn't win the big games, Andy Reid is a very good head coach. He is. He's not great in the big games, but he is a very good coach.
He is. I am very ready for Yankees opening day, Nelson. Unfortunately, I have to listen to it. Everyone keeps asking me, "You're going to stream the game?" Guys, I have a daytime job. I wish I could. I wish I could say to hell with this and take it off, but even if I took the day off, I got to go get little Baddog, so I wouldn't be able to do it anyway.
Yeah, Sarah, thank you very much. And
Sunday, guys, I'm doing a Yankee game.
Yeah, and
Chris is doing a Mets game.
Mets
so you're a Mets fan, join Chris on the stream. If you're a Yankee fan, come join the old Baddog on the stream.
There you go. Or you can have us both on at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Who did the
That's
Giants...
even better. That's even better if you guys do that.
Yeah, that's even better. Who will the Giants draft with 6 and 17 if they trade their second for Rosen? We kind of went over that, Moose, but it all depends on who falls there. I mean, we could say Devin White, but if he's not there, they can't take him. That's what I'm hoping for. Realistically, I'm hoping for Devin White or Quinnen Williams. But if they're both gone, then it becomes a question, do you want to take a second-tier pass rusher or do you want to take a top-tier offensive lineman? That's really where you're going to go. Pass rushers are more important need, but right tackle is extremely important also, and it's tough. It really is a big dilemma there if that was to come to fruition.
Right. Playboy says I can't watch it. Yeah, that's the thing. I would be watching a little Baddog on my day off, which means I ain't being able to stream that. He'll stay down here for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and he'll keep himself occupied, and then he wants to go upstairs. And he ain't having that. So no, I couldn't do a whole stream with him. I can about a half an hour's worth. And then he's 2. He ain't got patience. I'm 42. I ain't got patience. So my kid ain't gonna have it.
What's going on, Ozzy? How you doing? He says, "Hi, y'all. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue is right."
Absolutely, Ozzy. Absolutely. Go Big Blue, baby. Of course.
We do this show. I don't know if is he new? Because he says, "Hi, y'all." If he's new, check out the channel. We do this every week, buddy.
Yeah, Ozzy, definitely. Make sure you hit the big red button for Baddog here. Ring the bell. Go into the description of this video. Click on the Entertainah Talkin Sports. He's doing he's been doing a lot of mock drafts. There's a lot of Giants content on both of our channels, so definitely make sure you go in there, hit the big red button for him, and we, like you said, we do this every week, every Wednesday we do it, and we alternate channels. So we're gonna do the draft together. We've called Giants games together, so we do a lot of work together. We do things on our own. So definitely check out the channels. I think you'll enjoy it. But again, I just want to say thank you to everybody for being here tonight. I mean, I see a lot of new people in here. We've had a big crowd this whole time. Really, really appreciate you guys. I can never say it enough, man. You guys are the best. We freaking love you. We really appreciate all your support. And just looking at the numbers now, I'm just thinking during the Giants season, it's just, you guys are the best. It's just going to be great.
Yeah.
And more people, the better it is, because we love the questions. Love getting different opinions from you guys and what your thoughts are, whether we agree with you or not. I mean, I love it. I don't care if you disagree with me. I mean, a lot of people disagree with me on Kyler Murray. And I respect it, but I will always argue why. I'll always argue my point, but I respect. I'm not going to tell you.
And I have the same philosophy you do. I'm always going to tell you my opinion, and if you're going to disagree with a lot of things I say. That's what's great about sports.
Yep.
As long as you're respectful and you tell me your opinion, and I'm going to listen to it. And sometimes you may even change my mind, but that's what's great about both of our channels. I think we're both honest. We tell our honest opinion, and we're willing to listen to other people's opinions as well.
Absolutely. I think I've got a lot of people on the Kyler Murray train. I think I did a good job with that.
That's one thing Baddog will not bend on.
Oh, I won't bend. No, not bending. But I got a lot of other people that bend on that. I got a lot of people that like Kyler Murray. Listen, I'm not one of these other guys that's going to come on here and go, well, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, you're not a Giants fan, okay? If you think that Odell Beckham's a good trade, then you're not a Giants fan. I'm not that guy.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, you do. Where's Gangrene David when you need him?
Bye. Have a good night, Big Blue. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, thank you, Big Blue.
Will you take quarterback if we get top 3 pick in 2020? No, not if we have Rosen. No. The whole point of trading for Rosen this year is so you are freed up to take the next year. If we have the 3rd pick and we don't have to take a quarterback, we're going to get the best probably player in the draft because everybody's going to be taking the Tuas and the Froms and.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. We would get a slew of picks.
Right.
If we were drafting up there.
Right.
Oh my God, we'd probably have two, at least one future first round pick, maybe 2.
Which makes it even more valuable to get the quarterback now. Because in next year's draft, and we're hoping not, we hope we win the Super Bowl. I pray to God we're picking 32 next year. But if we're picking 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 1st, 5th, whatever, that pick will be so valuable that we're either going to be able to trade down and get a ton, or we stay where we are and we're going to get probably the 2nd, 3rd best overall player in the draft. Because teams are going to reach on Tua. Not a reach, Tua's great, but they're going to take Tua, they're going to take Fromm, they're going to take Herbert, and we'll have a guy full right into our lap, like a Bosa in this year's draft or Josh Allen or whatever.
Yeah. Playboy says Taylor has proved you wrong on Kyler. She asked every Giants fan? Really? She had a lot of time on her hands and she asked every Giants fan about Kyler Murray.
Justin says, why are you making fun?
I can tell you right now, Jeffrey Abbey was one that said he didn't like him, and then he said he went and watched his film, and he does like him. He's on board with him. Rover's another one.
You talking about Murray?
Yes.
I'm another one. I don't love him as much as you do, but
right.
I've come around to the fact that I think he could be a very good NFL quarterback. I say that about any quarterback. I don't think any quarterback's ever a slam dunk because Ryan Leaf was a slam dunk, and look what happened. But I think he could be.
Exactly.
Yeah, he could be a good NFL quarterback. The quarterbacks in this class are better than anything available now. Maybe Kyler, but that's it. Can the Giants get Sue, and can they get anyone in free agency? You're talking about next year? I mean, free agency at this point, the Giants don't have any money.
Yeah, and there's really nobody out there right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's been taken. Yeah. Next year, yes.
Yeah, next year they're going to have a ton.
Yeah.
Well, we want Chris Reynolds. I mean, Tank Lawrence. All the guys that got franchised this year. Tank Lawrence. Clowney, all that slew of pass rushers, and of course Von Miller's available if he becomes available, but he is a free agent. I would think the Broncos are going to lock him down, but you never know. That's another guy that I would obviously have interest in. He might be the best pass rusher in the game. So there, you're looking there, in my opinion, next year. Pass rusher, maybe you get a top-tier offensive lineman. I haven't looked at the list yet. Maybe a corner if you don't address it in this year's draft to replace Janoris Jenkins. So they're going to have a lot of money. They're going to be able to do what they want.
Yeah, I just want to answer VCJ27 because I've seen him ask this a couple questions. Do you guys think Evan Engram will have a great season? If Evan Engram, I do think Evan Engram is going to have a good year because you notice the last 4 games of last year, Evan Engram exploded, and this is the guy that Jerry Reese thought he was getting because of his speed and his athleticism, that he should be able to beat safeties and linebackers at the NFL level, and he can. But you notice what wasn't there the last 4 games because the first 12 games he was garbage. And Chris and I every week were talking about get the hell rid of this guy.
Right.
The last 4 games he was fantastic. Do you know what wasn't there the last 4 games? That was Odell Beckham. So Evan Engram gets more targets without an Odell Beckham there. So I do think that Evan Engram could have a very good offensive season. Now, he's still not going to be able to block, but I do think that he could have I think Evan Engram could get you 80 catches.
And as crazy as this may sound, I feel like I know I'm going to sound stupid, and people that love Odell Beckham are going to call me crazy. I think Eli Manning could have a better year without Odell Beckham than he had with him. Because he's not going to feel forced to force the ball into Odell Beckham, and he's gonna have more freedom, and he's going to spread the ball around. And we saw him perform better when they got rid of Plaxico, because he spread the ball around. So I'm not saying it will happen, but I wouldn't be shocked if he performs better actually without Odell Beckham in the offense. That's the God's honest truth.
Yeah, he'll be able to spread the ball around a lot more. Because I also think, I look at the Eagles game, and we were up 19-11, and we were driving down the field, to score a touchdown before the half, go up 26-11. He forced the ball into Beckham in triple coverage. Because Beckham didn't have how many games in a row did Beckham, how long was it before he scored a touchdown? He didn't have a touchdown in the first 6 games.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So it's almost like Eli would, even though you wouldn't think a veteran quarterback would do that, but it's almost like he did try to appease Beckham and we would see it. We would see him, but I guarantee you, half the interceptions he threw last year were Odell Beckham's targets.
Right. Probably.
I don't know the numbers, but I bet you he threw 16 picks.
No, he threw 12. He only threw 12. He only threw 12, I think.
Oh, was it only 12?
Yeah, I think it was 18 and 12. Right. Yeah, 18 touchdowns, 12 picks.
Okay, so if it's 12, I bet you 6 of them are throwing at Odell Beckham.
Oh, yeah, Daniel Cutcliffe. Great point there on Plaxico. Plaxico Burress, one of my favorite Giants of all time. That game against Green Bay, against Al Harris, one of the best, maybe the best individual performance I've ever seen a wide receiver have. When you factor in the elements and the game, negative 30 degrees. This guy, what did he go for? Like $130, $140?
And he had 10 catches. And Al Harris is one of the best corners in the league.
Yeah, he tore him up.
He was one of the best corners in the league.
Tore him up.
He got hurt in that game, though, too. Because he didn't play well in the Super Bowl.
Well, he had one big catch.
Yeah, he did have one big catch. One giant catch.
Yeah. Gettleman better snatch Rosen. Yeah, we'll see. Then we'll see. For the right price, I wouldn't be against it. How do you feel about Gary Sweat at 6? I just did a mock draft on that, Avery, and I actually took Sweat. Now, I completely get people that go, like Baddog said.
I'll be right back. I got to run to the
Yeah.
Go latrine. We're right back.
I completely understand people like Baddog and other people that commented and I said it during the mock draft. I said I completely understand if people want to go offensive tackle in this situation. And I picked him on the basis that White was gone, Allen was gone, Quinnen Williams was gone, and Bosa was gone, and Kyler Murray. So I said to myself, there's not a knockdown here. We need a pass rush, so that's our number one biggest weakness right now. So, and I thought Sweat fit the defense the best out of all the prospects that were there. I didn't even know if I liked him the best. I think I like Oliver probably a little more, but I thought Sweat fit the defense the best. That's why I took him. I'm not going to be upset if they take him at 6, but I'm hoping for Devin White. I'm hoping for Devin White or Quinnen Williams. Chris, why is there 2 of you on? That's the way the new Skype works. I don't know. There's a little one in the corner there, movie critic.
That's just so you can look at them twice.
Yeah, that's for the women. That's for the women.
Baker or Kyler? I get this question all the time. Right now, Baker. Baker's proven that he could play at the NFL level. I am not taking a college quarterback over any NFL quarterback. I don't care who it is. I'm not going to say Kyler Murray's better than Josh Rosen. Right? Josh Rosen played in the NFL. Kyler Murray is not taking a snap. Dwayne Haskins is not taking a snap. Won't do it.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say hello to Mawani. Said, what's going on, Entertainah? What's going on, Mawani? Thank you for tuning in, my man. If you could steal a quarterback from another team, who would it be? It's got to be Mahomes. He's young. Very talented.
Oh, God, yes.
It's got to be Mahomes. It's got to be Mahomes.
Well, that was another thing that people were talking about in the stream last night with Kid Blue and J-Zack was Kyler Murray didn't play against any defense. Kyler Murray played against the worst defenses in the league. He had all day to throw. He played in the Big 12. And I said, well, so did Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield played against the same teams in the same conference. He succeeded. You know who else played in the Big 12? Pat Mahomes, okay? Pat Mahomes played in the Big 12 as well. Same crappy defense, track meet, can't succeed. Big 12 quarterbacks can't play in the NFL. I think Pat Mahomes does okay. And Baker Mayfield did okay.
Pat Mahomes was pretty good, and I saw Justin ask, if Quinnen Williams drops at 6, should we take him even though he's not an edge rusher? If Quinnen Williams drops at 6 and you're tuning in my live stream, you're going to see me and Baddog fall to the floor begging the Giants to take Quinnen Williams.
We'll be sitting going, come on. Come on.
Quinnen Williams, to me, is the best player in this draft, period. End of story. I love Quinnen Williams. So if he falls to the Giants at 6, and I think it's possible. The only way it's possible, I think a team has to jump the Giants for a quarterback, And there you go. Get that, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, movie critic. I really appreciate that, my man. Dilly. I got to lay off this because it's just bringing me to the bathroom all the time. He says, I think it's Nick Cage on one side, Entertainah on the other. I would love to see a movie by Entertainah. Great stream, both of you guys. Thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I would like to see a movie by the Entertainah. But we do movies every week. This is a movie.
Yeah, there's a movie.
It's a little movie.
I'm on the Haskin train. He's from... Emil, I've been on the Haskin train for months. I'm just not of the belief that he's like an Andrew Luck, but I am on the Haskins train. If he's there at 6 and they take him, you're going to see me very happy on draft night.
Yeah. Ethan said Rover was very happy when Beckham got or when Odell got traded. Yeah, he was. You know, he was happy about that. Listen, I don't have the video anymore, which is too bad that I got rid of a lot of my old videos because my channel went in a different direction. I just got rid of the old stuff. I should have kept that video of me talking about Odell Beckham being traded in 2017. I said this in the beginning of 2017 after we lost to the Cowboys. Say right on there, the Giants should explore trading Odell Beckham. I said it 2 years ago. I thought it was a good move to trade him, and Gettleman did it.
Right. And I think Caesar has whose channel the draft will be on. It'll be on my channel.
Yep.
I would, MH. I would absolutely do that for Quentin Williams. Ozzy says, let's be honest, we gave Odell plenty of chances. Yeah. He never.
I could not agree more, Ozzy.
He couldn't have said it better.
Thank you so much for the super chat, movie critic. Dilly, my man. Who doesn't want to see Nick Cage do a movie review? Nick Cage. I do.
Dilly. I'll do a movie review. You want me to do a movie review? I'll do a movie review. I'll do it on the new Avengers when it comes out.
There you go.
Yeah.
The only movie reviews I'd be like stuck in the 80s. It'd just be 80s crowd. That's really all I ever watch.
Okay. Now
Mahomes is set for a legendary fall. Too much too soon. I hope not to. Well, I mean, Mike D, you definitely can't expect him to have a year like he did last year. I mean, I think I don't think he'll have a legendary fall, but you can't expect that guy to be throwing 50 touchdowns every year.
Mahomes? Yeah, no. And somebody asked, is he going to be the GOAT? No. You can't expect that, but he's damn good. He's damn good. LT was
one thing. Well, real quick, I was just gonna say one thing. I'm trying to do. I got to learn how to do the collab over here. I'm using OBS and loopback without the static. But if I figure that out, Stuck in the 80s and I are gonna do a collab where we talk about 80s horror. Afghanistan mentioned it too. We're gonna do it.
Well, worst case scenario, even if you can't do it live, do it on Zoom.
That's true.
You can do it on Zoom. Justin says, "Am I the only one who wants to buy a Gettleman jersey?" No, Baddog's already been fitted.
Yeah.
And I like Gettleman too, by the way. I like Gettleman too.
I just love that he got balls, man.
Yeah, I love his balls. I'll tell you that right now. That guy came in. First off, you gotta have balls to come from Boston and become a GM for New York. Okay, so that's balls enough right out of the gate. But then this guy comes in here and he starts doing things that everybody's telling him not to do. The press is telling him, the fans are telling him. He says, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna do what I think is best for this team. Yeah. And whether or not you agree with it, you gotta admire that. Period.
Everyone's telling us we should draft the quarterback. He said, I'm taking Saquon Barkley. And that was the right pick, guys. It's the right pick. I don't know what else to say. Everyone's saying we should have taken this guy, that guy, this guy, that guy. You look at all those quarterbacks besides Baker Mayfield, who was the only quarterback I wanted last year. They all had subpar years. None of them had great years. So, and we have a terrible offensive line. So they would have gotten. And most of them, they wouldn't have played anyway. Let's be honest.
Right. His Boston, I kind of like it though. I kind of like the Boston accent. I don't know why. I kind of like it.
I don't like it.
I mean, I wouldn't marry a girl with a Boston accent. Well, maybe if she was really pretty. But.
Mine's in the damn Red Sox. I don't like it. I hate that damn accent. I hate it.
Josh Rosen will get traded to. I think so too, Monty. I think that the Giants are the favorite right now.
I do too. Let me ask you this: Will that happen? Will that happen on draft night, or does it happen before?
I think it happens before, but you never know. And by the way, I just want to say hello to Arthur. He said it like 4 times. What's going on?
Oh, Arthur, what's going on, my man? Thank you for swinging by, brother.
What's going on, Arthur? I think their best value would be on draft night, but by the same token, if they wait till after the Giants pick, then they already have a quarterback. Then the Giants, that's one team that they're losing a possible trade partner, right? So, I would think they do it before the draft. Or maybe definitely before the Giants pick.
Right. That's what I mean. Would they do before the Giants pick, but would they wait till draft night?
Maybe.
Or thank you so much for the super chat, Argenis. Love the video, guys. Keep it up, dilly to you, my man. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. Really appreciate it, my man. Oh yeah, Zeitler is another one. I mean, that's great.
Yeah, Zeitler
best guards in the league for a guy that couldn't stay healthy.
Zeitler was one of the most underrated pickups of the offseason. It was an unbelievable pickup. He was. I think PFF ranked him the best. I forgot if it was the best at run blocking or pass blocking from the guard position last year. He's still only 29 years old, and I think he's under contract for 3 more years. I love the Zeitler acquisition.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Just like I said, just think of this offensive line, just putting it together and having that Barkley back. Oh my God.
Oh, forget about it.
It's just
forget about
Barkley could. I mean, what he did with a crappy offensive line is unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're opening holes for that kid.
Oh, if they could give him a hole, forget it. I mean, he'll break records.
Yeah.
He's that good.
He is the most talented running back in football by far.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
No, nobody's got. He's got the entire package. This kid has got breakaway speed. He's got the Barry Sanders, the change of direction, and he's a fantastic receiver out of the backfield. Yeah. He is everything you could want in a player. And I'll tell you, the people that always tell us that the Giants messed up by not drafting their quarterback are not Giants fans.
Yeah.
No. It is rare that you hear a Giants fan say we should have drafted a quarterback over Barkley.
Right. Well, it's hard to say. When you watch Barkley play, it's hard to say that he was the wrong pick. And I do get the argument that quarterback is obviously the most important position. You're going to be paying a running back quarterback money by the time he's there. I get the argument, but there's certain players that you don't pass up, and he's one of those players.
Yeah, you can't. He's touched by the hand of God, according to Dave Gettleman.
By the hand of God. I'm trying to say it like Boston. I can't do it.
The hand of God. I can't do it either. I cannot do a Boston accent.
Best picks, it's right up there. I mean, if you're going by value, Jesse Armstead was a great value pick by the Giants. Strahan was a great value pick. I mean, yeah. So, those are 2 guys off the top of my head. Justin Tuck, the 3rd-round pick, right?
Yep. I think it was the 3rd-round pick.
Great value pick. And
Strahan was what, 2nd?
Yeah, 2nd round.
Yeah. No, it's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty damn good.
I think Corey Coleman's going to be our kick returner, Chris Reynolds. Peppers is a punt returner. So I think Peppers will return punts. I think Coleman will return kicks. I think that's how they'll do it.
What's up, Jay Zach? How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, Jay Zach's in the house.
Everybody go check him out if you get a chance.
Yeah.
Will the Giants trade for Darren Lee? I have not heard anything about that, Moose.
No. Me neither. I'll tell you what, I wanted them to draft Darren Lee, though. The year we took Eli Apple, I wanted Darren Lee.
Yeah. I wanted anybody but Eli Apple.
Yeah, that was a legendary rant. That video is still around, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
The Eli Apple rant? Oh, yeah, it's on my other channel. Yeah, that is up.
I'll have to take a look at that.
Oh, that is a classic. Just, oh my God, was I?
Now, were you live? Were you live when you did it, or was it a recorded?
No, it was recorded. I didn't even really know about live streaming back then. This was 2016,
okay.
So in 2016. But I remember doing the video, just being really. You'll see it. It's on my backup channel, and I even saying that I'm actually more calm. I'll say it after I scream and rant and rave, and I'm screaming. I say this is way more calm than I was when we actually picked him. I've never been more mad at a pick in my life.
Yeah.
Now we take Daniel Jones at 6, you'll see me more mad. I know that's not going to happen, but I'd be more mad at that.
Yeah, Eli Apple was not a good pick. That was what happened. We've talked about that before. The Giants panicked. They didn't expect that. The guys, the Conklin to fall off, and
There you go. Mr. Hardaway says I first found Baddog from that rant. Remember that video had like 7,000 views.
Oh,
like
wow.
that.
Oh wow!
That was and I remember asking the guy, "How the hell did you find the video?" Because my videos never did that, and he just said it just happened to be recommended on the side. I don't know why they do that sometimes. I've never figured out how YouTube puts your videos.
Yeah, I wish we did.
That was a big one.
I wish we could.
And I had swearing in the title, which YouTube don't allow now, but back then you could do it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh. Somebody just said, hearing our actions makes some great Italian food. I mean,
TTC savior. Yeah, he's a Colts fan. I've known him for a few years now. Giants should trade for Rose and either draft Devin White or Rashawn Gary. That'd be the best, Argenis, we talk about that. Dream scenario is us trading for Rose and getting Devin White at 6. That'd be the best.
I'll tell you my dream scenario right now. Get Rosen, get Devin White, and get me somehow Ed Oliver falls to 17. Or
Cleveland Farrell.
Yeah, get me another pass rusher with Devin White. Holy hell, that defense will be good in 1 year. And then next year you bring in a Tank Lawrence in free agency, you draft another defensive player, you get a Hog Molly. Oh my God, the Giants are going to be special, man. I cannot wait.
Yeah. I'd be unbelievable. 2020 is going to be an unbelievable year for the Giants. And we're finally going to get out of this crap. Sometimes, man, you got to tear the whole damn thing down and build it up again. You can't just keep patching holes. I mean, that's what Jerry Reese tried to do. It didn't work. So you tear it all down. Just like the Knicks. The Knicks traded Porzingis. The Porzingis and Odell Beckham trade, they go hand in hand. The Knicks are just going to be better this year because they have all the cap this year.
Right.
And the top 3 pick. So I'm hoping. God, don't fall off.
Top one.
Can we get a damn break where we get the number 1 pick?
Top 1.
Can we get the number 1 pick?
Get me Zion Williams.
Hey! Where's oh God, what the hell is it? Where's David?
What?
Bang the card for Ewing. Where? Bang. Weight the Knicks ball really heavy so it comes up.
And we got baseball starting tomorrow. I can't wait for that.
That's gonna be great.
No,
I don't. I do not want Daniel Jones, Q-Dog.
Q-Dog's a big Daniel Jones guy. Q-Dog's a big Daniel Jones guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
People love my rants. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. They just love seeing me mad. They love that crap. It's like, I feel like sometimes Giants fans, when we lose, their first reaction is, I want to see what Baddog got to say.
Well, I think that people like it when they see real fans and people that show their emotion and because they're like, that's how I feel, and I like.
Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Playboy. I really appreciate it. Dilly says, press X if you've been here with Baddog since the TTC days. I know if you're lying or telling the truth, don't lie. There should be like 5X's max. I know Cooper hadn't been. I can tell you who's been here. I don't think Argenis was here. I don't remember him.
Congratulations, Arthur.
Yes, congratulations. 400. Awesome job, Arthur. On to 500, baby. On to 500.
Chris Reynolds, Quentin Williams, not even close. Quentin Williams. Yeah. Not even close.
Mr. DeHardaway obviously knows me from the TTC days. He remembers the rant that I did with Beckham or Apple. But if you guys want to see here, here's the channel. There's a couple trash talking videos on there too. If you want to watch me tear people a new one verbally, go check that. Go check it. But you'll see the Eli Apple rant is on that page, and that is that's a rant, guys. Then you'll see some guys, they'll rant, and you know it's fake. You know they're acting. You know that they're doing. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Q-Dog. I really appreciate that, my man. Dilly, brother. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You will know they're faking. When you see me rant, you know damn well that is passion and fury.
Raphael doing what's going on, buddy? He says, did you watch the TTC vid? Well, the thing is this. I'm new to YouTube. I've only been on YouTube for like 10 months now, and I wasn't really here when he was in the TTC.
I was done. But, this year I was done.
But I will say, before I started, I never really watched YouTube probably until about 4 or 5 months before I decided to start a channel. And I looked up Giants content creators, and I saw Baddog, and I saw, obviously, Cop Pizzle. Those were the two that I saw the most. And I saw some of Baddog's old stuff, maybe a few videos, but not, I didn't follow him.
Oh, did you really? I didn't know you saw a couple.
Maybe like 2 or 3. Yeah.
Tearing people up.
I don't know if it was like, it might have just been regular Giant stuff, though. I don't remember.
Oh, that could be. Because that was the difference between me and a lot of TTC guys, was that I actually did football stuff on top of talking trash. Like, when I talk trash, I incorporated football with it. Like, you'll see, there's a video in there. I think it's Roby Reds. I went after, he's a Redskins fan. And I go after Sleeta in that video, and I tear Sleeta a new one. I make fun of him. I make fun of Roby. I make fun of their appearance. I go after them hardcore. And then you'll hear me go into, I do that for about 4 minutes. And then for the next 7 minutes, I talk about the Redskins and Giants. This is why I was probably the most successful guy in that tiny little niche, because I could do that. And that's why a lot of TTC guys are still around that watch my channel say you deserve all the success you get, Baddog, because you were always way too good for the TTC. You know your stuff. You know so much about, well, not just the Giants, but so many other teams. And you can tell you love your team, and you're way better off doing what you're doing now, which I completely agree. This is so much better for me.
Right.
Then I can actually talk sports with people. I'll not have to insult them because they're Cowboys fans or Eagles fans. I like being able to say, you guys are good. I hate you, but you're damn good.
Right.
You know, I don't want to have to constantly say, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, when they don't. It was stupid.
Devin Bush at 17. Devin Bush at 17. Ozzy, I actually thought about doing that in my mock. He had a great combine, the middle linebacker from Michigan. A lot of people have him going to Cincinnati at 11.
Wow, Andrew remembers me from like 10 years ago when I started. I knew that was a familiar name, but yeah, that was way back when.
That's crazy.
That was way back when. That's when Cobb Pizzle first started, and I found him. That's how I got started with the.
That's awesome.
With
I feel like you guys should make like a documentary one day about like the evolution of the TTC and how it got.
I could do it.
I thought that would be great. I think that would be so interesting to watch.
It would be interesting. It would be. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I might have to look into doing that because I definitely could do it. Because I was there at the beginning. I mean, I did take 5 years off, but I mean, I came back and it was not the same.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember when the movie critic says also started 10 years ago. Oh, yeah, okay. Who do you think the Broncos will pick? I originally thought the Broncos were going to go Greedy Williams. That's who I had pegged. But then I went back and looked at their free agent acquisitions. They acquired a lot of corners in free agency. So I think they're either going to go Drew Lock, or I think they're going to go like an offensive lineman, maybe a pass rusher. But they have two good exterior rushers, so maybe an interior rusher they could go.
Could they go quarterback?
They could go Drew Lock, yeah. Yeah.
You don't think they would trade up for Dwayne Haskins? Is that a team that could trade up in front of the Giants?
Everything you read, and who knows, it could be all nonsense, but everything you read, the Broncos are very interested in Lock. Elway likes Lock.
I don't trust Elway. Elway doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Playboy says, I remember when Baddog told me I sound like a fool for saying Cam Newton would contend for MVP. I don't even remember that. I honestly don't remember that. Probably did. I mean, I know you're not lying about it, but I don't. Probably, because I never saw Cam as an MVP, because I never thought Cam was really a great – I mean, he's very good, but not the type of guy who would see win an MVP. And what were they the year before? Like 10-6? And they went to 15-1, so I just didn't see it happening. Yeah, so. Will
anyone trade up for Josh Allen? Probably not. Usually, when you see trade ups, it's usually for a quarterback. I think the Jets are going to just sit there and take him.
I'm just thinking. Playboy was 15 years old when he said that then, because that was 2015, and he's only 19. It's crazy. Somebody was calling me, Jill. Who was calling me?
No, they were calling Skype. Somebody was calling the Skype, but I can't pick it up. Otherwise, Baddog drops out.
Yeah, this is on his channel, so. Who's Saquon Barkley? Oh, they were 7-8-1. Well, there you go. That's why I didn't think he'd win the MVP. Who do I think is the best quarterback? Brady.
Yeah?
Brady's the best quarterback of all time.
It's hard to say he's not.
Yeah. Good, Master Goat. How you been, my man?
But it's 11:15. We've been on for a long time tonight, Baddog. We got to talk to the chat for a lot, and
yes.
Had a good time. We're going to do this. We do this every week, so we will be back again next week on my channel doing the Giants. As well as Friday night, we'll be calling a game together, so on my channel, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Guys, definitely check out that stream on Friday night, because as much I love this, and we do a nonsense stream usually, but because the NCAA tournament's kind of an important thing, I love calling a game with you. We have a lot of fun calling the game, so check it out. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and again, guys, thank you so much for being tonight. We had a great crowd. Again, if you happen to be new, bang the thumbs up. Please hit that big red button and ring the bell. And please make sure you go into the description of this video. The link to the Entertainah Talkin Sports channel is right there. Click on it. Let's get him to 5K. He's so close to 5,000.
I appreciate that, guys. Anybody that came over tonight, I appreciate that. I put out a lot of content. I appreciate all you guys that watch all my videos. I know you guys put in more work than I do with all the videos I put out. You guys all always watch them and hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it. So, I just want to say, Baddog, thank you for having me on. I'm looking forward to Friday. And then Saturday, of course, the main event over on the Sports Furies channel, which should be
it is the main. Kim in Mexico, it's actually been moved to 6 o'clock on Saturday, 6 Eastern, because Philly 500 isn't available till like 5:30. So we pushed it back to 6. But you'll see that. I'll put in my community notes. I'm sure Chris will do that. I'm sure Sports. We'll probably make videos about it. We're trying to blow this thing up, so because it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you know what? I'll probably go live like an hour, half hour before it, just to get people over there. That's a good idea. I'll probably do that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight, and we hope to see you guys on Friday night. So until next time, this is Baddog and the Entertainah, and hey, close it out with what you should be closing it out with.
Sit down. Sit down, Giants fans. Have a good night, guys. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream.